Hi guys, this is Norm from the Board Game Museum, and today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you how to play the game Flower Fields. Now in Flower Fields, you are going to be getting tiles from the center of the board, and you're going to be trying to match tiles on your board of the same color to try to build these big fields. You're also going to have bees that you're going to be able to use to purchase tiles and also to place on tiles in order to score more points. So let's check it out. So in the game, you're going to go ahead and receive a player board, and depending on how many players there are, you're going to grab some tiles over here from this bag, and you're going to go ahead and surround this main field area with them. So right now I have a 2-player game set up, so I will surround them with 8 tiles. You're also going to have this center area over here that's going to be filled with smaller tiles, and there'll be a stack of smaller tiles over here as well. Also in the beginning, there's going to be 2 bees over here in the middle that you will be able to get if you would like to. Now on your player board, you're going to be trying to build the biggest fields that you can of each color. So you have orange here, you're going to try to maybe want to put an orange next to it like so and try to expand the field that way, as true with the other colors. Now the round is going to end once all of the tiles in the circle have been taken, and then what you're going to do is you're going to be earning bees. Now bees have a couple of functions. Number one, they're going to act as a currency that you can use to either get tiles that are further ahead than the sun, or to try to place tiles of the same color to try to expand your flower garden, which I'll talk about here in just a second. So on your turn, you're going to have one of 4 different actions that you can do. The first is you can take a flower tile. So simply what I could do is I could say take this particular tile over here, and I can place it somewhere on my board like so. And as you can see, I'm expanding this field. Now the main rule is for the first time you place a tile, it has to touch the bottom part of the board over here. Now if I wanted to get a tile that was further ahead with the sun, like say I want to get this tile over here, I'm going to have to pay a bee for each tile that I skip over. So in this case, I would pay 2 bees, then I would be able to get this tile and I could go ahead and place it somewhere like so. Now on these tiles, there are going to be bee spaces. If you happen to get a tile that has a bee space on it, let's say I happen to get this tile and I placed it over here, there's a bee space over here, and I will be able to go ahead and place a bee on the tile like so. Now if I have another tile that has a bee token on it of the same color, I will be able to place a bee there. However, I'm going to have to pay the cost in bees of the amount that is on that particular field. So for example, I have 1 bee over here. If I want to place a bee over here, I'm going to have to pay 1 bee, and then I will be able to go ahead and place the bee in this spot like so. Now what the bees are going to do, this is going to help multiply your point value based on how big your field is. The second thing I'll be able to do is I'll be able to take a field over here from the middle. Let's say I grab this one over here. There are 2 bees over here. I'm going to have to go ahead and pay 2 bees over here in the middle to go ahead and place this, and then I'll place this tile. And again, you'll see that I have another place I can put another bee. Now in this case, it's going to cost me 2 bees to place this. I don't have it yet, so I won't be able to. The third action I'll be able to do is I can take 2 bees from the field. So I can just simply go ahead and take these bees like this, and I will add them to my pool. And the fourth thing I'll be able to do is to place a bee into my garden. Now that I have 2 extra bees, I can go ahead and pay these 2 bees and place this bee over here into my garden like so. So each player is going to continue doing this until all of the tiles have been taken out. Now at the end of the round, you're going to get some bees depending on a couple of things. Number one, how many hives are on your play mat, and number 2, how many spider webs are on there. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and count the hives. I've got 5. You'll also count the spider webs. I have 4. So you'll subtract the webs from the hives. This gives me 1 bee that I will be able to go ahead and use in the next round. What you'll do is after the round ends, you'll go ahead and take off the bees. You'll reset the tiles here, and you'll go ahead and refill the tiles back up to the amount that is specified depending on how many players there are, and you'll do 2 more rounds of this. Now after the 3rd round, you're going to go ahead and count up your points. So the way it's going to work is you're going to go ahead and count up all the tiles in your color zones, and you're going to multiply the amount of bees by them. So for example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the oranges, and I have 3 bees, so that is going to be 21 points. And you'll do that for blue and red. Now for the white tiles, you're going to count the zones that you have, and you're going to go ahead and just multiply it by 1. So for this particular zone, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Also, you're going to look to see if you have any rows or columns filled out, meaning that this entire column has a tile on it, this entire row has a tile on it. For each one of those that you have, and you'll multiply those by 5, and then you'll total your score up, and whoever has the most amount of points will win the game. This game reminds me a lot of Patchwork, and Patchwork is one of my favorite games to play. It's because you're trying to get all these different shaped tiles to fit on the board and trying to avoid getting holes in it. Now this game works a little bit like that because you're going to be grabbing tiles and you're going to be placing them on the board, but this time you're going to be trying to build all these different types of fields, mainly trying to get one of them as large as you can so you can score points. Also, there has a little payment system. You may see a tile that's up ahead, 2, 3 tiles, and you may want that tile that could help you score a good amount of points, but you're going to have to spend bees. So there's going to be a trade-off between getting the bees and getting the tiles. I like the way, like after the round ends, how you are able to calculate how many bees you're going to get back, having to subtract the hives from the spiders. This game was enjoyable. It's I would call this a delightful game, really. It's not a hard game to learn. I think kids could definitely learn it. It has those puzzle tile lying aspects on there, so you're having to kind of figure out how you're going to get the tiles, where you're going to put them, what type. If any of you guys enjoy Patchwork, this would be a game that you should check out because it plays similar to it, but it also has different rules and it also has the payment system as well that I like. Okay guys, that's my review of Flower Fields. We'll see you. Keep on gaming. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and like.
And comment. And
click and
share.
share.
And have fun. Have a lot of fun. That's what you gotta do.